Just as any injury is, the ACL tear is very devastating to athletes both physically and mentally. After suffering from not just one, but 2 ACL tears, freshman member of the women's soccer team here at Monmouth, Madi Grieve, is excited to finally get back on the field this spring.
Madi Grieve is a resident of Long Beach, California, where she played soccer her whole life. She injured herself before traveling across the country to begin her Division I career at Monmouth University.
I tore my ACL August of 2010 going into my freshman year of high school, and then I retore it in February, and then I had surgery a month later.
Madi tore her left ACL, and when she came to me in August, we picked up with her rehab where she left off in California. The ACL is one of the stabilizing ligaments in your knee. It helps prevent your femur from sliding on your tibia. It's a pretty common injury in female soccer players and females in general, and unfortunately it's an injury that will put you out typically 6 to 12 months depending on your recovery rate and how your rehab goes.
Madi went to treatment every day to try and help her injury, but because the rehab process is so long, it took a toll on her emotions.
It was really hard. Like the first time I got back in 5.5 months, and it was really easy for me, just kind of easy to self-motivate myself because it was no really obstacles got in the way in the first time, and then the second time was just kind of a struggle from the beginning, and so it wasn't really what I expected going into it, and it was hard being away from home, dealing with all of that. So it was pretty hard dealing with all the mental stuff and just everything that kind of got in the way of the recovery. I questioned myself a lot as to whether I would be that player again, or whether my knee would ever be the same again. But I'd say definitely a lot of mental problems went through my head dealing with this injury.
For the spring, our expectations are, since she hasn't played competitive soccer in over a year, to get back into the swing of things, to feel comfortable with the group, and to feel confident with her.
After a long recovery, Madi is finally ready to get back on the field again this spring.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm just doing everything I can to be ready for March 28th versus Rutgers.
Madi's story is an inspirational one to athletes all around the world. I'm Danielle Axelrod for Hawk TV News.